and I came up with something around 1 to 350, which is honestly a pretty fun scale for a war game. I organized the minis into two categories: based enough for a cool base and not based enough for a cool base. I did change the qualifications for that later.
What? The spoon. You licked and you put?
Yeah.
Hiya. No. Is he friendly?
She can be a bit jumpy sometimes.
He's friendly. No, let him. He likes to meet.
Is he just young?
He was he was rescued from a puppy farm in Northern Ireland, and it was only him and his sister alive when they raided it.
Nice down. Here you go.
not allowed to do blackface. You don't do blackface. I've never done blackface for 3 good reasons. It's wrong.